Hi, I'm Evelyn Stokes and welcome to Evelyn's Midtown Kitchen. I am a professional chef and it has been so long since I've done a cooking video. So this is my first video for the first time in a long time. You might see some videos online of me doing stuff from like 2013. It's a big deal for me to get back into it. But I'm gonna make a nice, delicious fall soup for you. I'm making, you get the recipe, green chili stew with chipotle cream. Green chili stew with chipotle cream. Here are some of the ingredients I have here. I have some onions and jalapenos. See that? Chopped up nicely. Some fresh garlic. There you go. Some cumin and Mexican oregano. Pinto beans that have been drained and rinsed. I could put flour as a thickener, but I wanted to make this vegan and gluten-free, so this is almond flour, not regular grain flour. These are just some diced potatoes, and of course, some tomatillos that have been scrubbed and the husk with the husk removed. I don't want to drop that. And then I have some roasted and peeled chili peppers. So if you get these from your favorite Mexican market, or like Honeybee Market in Southwest Detroit, one of my favorite markets in the area, I wore gloves to process these because if you touch them and you put in your eye, you will really hurt yourself. And you'll basically be blind for the evening, and that wouldn't be good. With that, the chipotle cream. This is regular sour cream, but you can use vegan sour cream with some chili and adobo and a little bit of lime juice. So we'll mix that up for the garnish. And of course some cilantro. So I have my Dutch oven preheated. This is my first video, so the videos later in the future will be better than this. This is the first kind of rough cut video. And I'm just gonna put this in here, put the onions and the diced jalapenos in my Dutch oven to saute. And it's always a good technique to preheat your Dutch oven so you get a nice little sizzle. And I have it on medium because I don't want my vegetables to burn. And I think in future videos I'm going to just give you guys like a nice little inlay of how for nice skills, so you can see during the video how I chop and dice. So I'm basically going to let this saute for about 2 minutes or so. And it already smells so good. And really, you don't even have to let it saute for that long. I let it saute a little bit. I'm moving around a lot in the pot. I have a medium to high burner on. And I do that. You do this part to develop the flavor. And just like in most cultures, a nice combination of onions or peppers or some sort of vegetable, it's always nice to saute and move around in the bottom of your pan or your pot where you're making a nice soup or even a sauce. So always keep that in mind. But these are the types of foods that you want to keep in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, so you always have something good to eat. So I saute that around a bit. And I just basically want to let these soften a bit. And next I have my fresh garlic. Garlic is always good. I love garlic. It adds a lot of flavor. Garlic is one of those things that you don't have to let this saute too long. You don't want it to burn or get bitter in the bottom of the Dutch oven. This pot is a nice Dutch oven. Every kitchen should have a Dutch oven. You can find them in the market in different prices, but it's just a nice sized pot. Cast iron pot with special coatings that you can just really cook anything in, especially this time of year in the fall. So now that my onions and my jalapenos are a bit soft, I'm going to go ahead and throw in my minced garlic. I got about 2 or 3 cloves of minced garlic. I'm not a girl who's afraid of garlic. So I'm going to let that garlic, just saute for about 30 seconds to a whole minute. Again, at this stage, you don't have to let garlic go too long. And now I'm getting all these amazing aromas, and I'm going to add my seasonings. So again, I have some cumin and some Mexican oregano. And I add this in a bit of a dry pot, right? It's just dry, no liquid in here just yet, because I want it to just develop that flavor. It gets toasty in there, and it gets delicious, and you can just smell it. And this is the point where people start coming in the kitchen and say, "What are you making?" This is what we're making: Chipotle cream soup. Green chili soup is what I'm making. I'm being silly. All right. So now I'm gonna add some flour. This is some almond flour. You could add regular flour. The regular flour will definitely thicken it, but the almond flour will help to thicken it. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of almond flour, just because I want to try to see if I can make this nice gluten-free as well. It's vegan. Okay. So I saute that around, and every layer that you toast like this, you just like kind of saute it, move it around in here, and you toast it. I haven't really added any liquids yet. It develops a layer of flavor. So you don't have to let it move it around for too long. And then I have 5 cups of vegetable stock. Vegetable stock is available everywhere. And at this point, I can turn my heat up just a little bit. I'll hear a little bit of a sizzle. And from here, everything is pretty easy. I add the tomatillos, nicely diced, bite-sized. I should do with soups. Everything should be bite-sized in the soup, nothing too big. And then I add my potatoes, bite-sized. And I'm gonna let this simmer. You let this simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes, so that the potatoes and the tomatillos can really cook through. They can cook down. So all I have left are my beans. Oh, and these chili peppers. You know, I'm gonna add these right now. And honestly, I'm not adding a lot of chili peppers. The more chili peppers, the spicier it will be, but the more flavor and authentic flavor you'll get from this. I'm just gonna add a couple of chili peppers that I've already diced, and I took the seeds out. I may not even add all of this. I'm gonna let it simmer with a little handful, and I'm not gonna brush my eyes. So what I'll do is I'll let this simmer for about 10 minutes. I'll let all the deliciousness cook down, and then I'll add the beans and top it with my delicious sour cream topping. Again, this has some regular sour cream. You can get vegan sour cream. So everything in here is vegan and gluten-free except for the topping here. You can purchase some vegan sour cream and add the lime juice and chili and adobo. Okay? And that's my garnish, and I'll add a picture so you can see the finished product. This is Evelyn. You're gonna see more cooking videos from me, cooking tips. I have over 10 years of teaching experience, so I have a lot to teach you. I love teaching cooking classes, so I hope you enjoy my videos in the future, and I hope to see more of you, and God bless. Bye-bye.